Stewart Film Screen announces contemporary cabaret screens for multimedia installations. With features that are installer-friendly, including choice of motors and easy setup adjustments from the screen's housing front. Stewart Film Screen is also introducing Ambient Shade, a window treatment product that controls sunlight in commercial and residential applications.
Since 1977, Full Compass has been a national leader in the sales and rental of pro audio, video, AV, and lighting equipment. With over 600 top brands and $10 million in inventory, Full Compass is one-stop shopping.
Bosch Communication Systems, a business unit of Bosch Security Systems, is now one of the world's leading manufacturers and suppliers of professional audio, wireless, life safety, and communication equipment. Bosch Communication Systems offers complete system solutions for the world's most critical high-profile installations and events. Together, the future sounds secure.
Welcome back to Sound and Communications Viewpoint. Our topic of discussion is open architecture. So Dave, here we are again, hot topic. At what point, do we have to ensure that our systems are properly designed to allow for future expandability, and how does open architecture come into play with this?
Well, open architecture comes into play, I think, when we're making those recommendations. What is the expandability of the product? Will those manufacturers be around when we're designing systems and we're engineering systems? We want to think about what are the possible uses for that room, and how do we work and design for the future proofing of that room. Are we pulling HDMI cable? Are we making provisions for a video conferencing codec to go into that room?
For future video conferencing, et cetera. I mean, we're finding a lot of our clients are asking us to design baseline systems with upgrade capability and future capability. Do you finding that as well?
Absolutely.
Particularly now with standard definition video conference moving over to high definition video conference, where we're just on the cusp of that market. I think clients are looking at that as a perfect example of, hey, should I be able to upgrade that in the future? And can I? And that's the type of thing that I think we need to lean more on the recognized leaders of the manufacturers to make sure that their product has scalability and upgradability.
Yeah, one of the points to that very specifically is we've had clients request, we've done multiple rooms that we build in to our control panel, our Crestron or AMX interface, the ability to do teleconferencing, video conferencing, right there, even though the room is not equipped to do it.
Mm-hmm. And we find that this has more than just continental U.S. baseline reaching, that it's a global issue, because there are a lot of U.S.-based manufacturers that do not have strong presence in other parts of the world, and we want to, quote, standardize the system. An executive wants to be able to walk into a conference room anywhere in the world. It's got to look, feel, taste, smell the same. And in order to do that, we need the key manufacturers to have a presence in Europe and in Asia and in Southeast Asia, so that these systems can be truly compatible and truly standardized in a way.
Absolutely, it's critical. People do not want to be intimidated by technology. The technology that we're deploying today, unlike 10, 15, 20 years ago, is really used by everybody within the organization. And they need to be able to be in New York, be in Hong Kong, or be in London, and be able to touch the same buttons and have instant feedback, and have a trouble ticket system or a help desk that's available to them. It's not that we're putting in 4 or 5 rooms in an organization today. We're putting in hundreds of rooms into an organization.
Why do you think, like for the end user, why do you think open architecture of AV equipment is important?
Open architecture, all that it encompasses, implies standards and implies many people working together for a specific purpose to benefit the end user. And I think that's it's just critical. No one company can do all the lifting and think of all the needs of all the clients globally.
Right. And you think in our industry in general, are we moving in the direction of open architecture, or are we more leaning towards a closed architecture in some instances?
That's a good question. And I wish I had a great comeback for it, but I think the IT industry is forcing us, and rightly so, to become more open in our approach, to become more standards-based and look at things in a non-proprietary way.
Sure.
And there's still an art to what we do,
Yeah,
clearly.
I like to think of it as a craft.
It absolutely is. We go into unique spaces every day, and we have to figure out where the mics are going, where the uplift's going, where the speakers are going, and how that room's going to sound. And every room's different.
Right. I mean, we are going to always have leaders of particular types of equipment in the industry. Don't you think it's important that all the equipment that we use and we specify and we integrate, that it be completely compatible, that it be completely standardized, and that it work together as opposed to the closed architecture proprietary format?
Absolutely. The applications and the talent of the code writers and the talent of the application engineers and the talents of the integrators and how they deploy those key technologies have to become the value add, as it were.
Thanks a lot for your time. You're watching Sound and Communications Viewpoint. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Dave Berlin, Video Corporation of America. I'm Christopher Maione of Costello Maione Schuch. Thanks for joining us.